In this video, I'm going to show you how to make buttonholes. And the project we're working on is these cute little boot toppers. And the buttonholes actually work. They're real functional buttonholes. And the buttonholes are worked in a little patch of garter stitch like this. And so here I have some garter stitches cast on, and I've knitted a few rows. And we're going to make some buttonholes now. So the instruction in the pattern says to knit 3 stitches, so that's what I'm going to do. That's 3. Then it says to bind off 2 stitches. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to knit 1 and knit 2, and then I'm going to pass the first stitch over the second stitch like that. That's 1 stitch bound off. Then I'm going to knit another one and pass that one over as well. So that's 2 stitches bound off. Then I work to the end of the row. So those of you who have a whole boot cuff going on like this, you're probably gonna turn all the cables and everything so that it looks like this, and you have all your cables and your button row at the same time. But I'm just demonstrating the button hole right now, so I'm gonna knit all the way across. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to turn my work. And then I'm going to knit to the last 5 stitches, is what it says in the pattern. And because it's garter stitch, I'm knitting every row of this section. Let's see, that's 5 there, so knit to the last 5. Then I'm going to knit 2, and using the backwards loop method, I'm going to cast on 2 stitches. And in a video I just did recently that's part of the same sequence, I showed you how to do the backwards loop, and I'm going to show you again. All you do is you make a little loop in your yarn like this, and you put it on your knitting needle and tighten it. Okay, and you can do it with your finger too, just like that. There it is, cast on 2. And then I'm going to knit to the end of my row. And what I did is I just replaced the 2 stitches that I had bound off. And you can see there's my cute little buttonhole right there. And this is my favorite way to make buttonholes. It's very simple, and you just cast off 2 stitches and cast them back on. And I'm going to work my stitches that I cast on using the backwards loop method through the bottom, just like this. They're a little bit tricky to work, but no big deal. And then I'm just going to work to the end of the row, and that's how you make your buttonholes for the Boot Toppers project. All right, and there's my first buttonhole right there. Nice and cute little buttonhole. And when you pick out your buttons, you want to make sure you test them out with this size, and you pass the button through the hole a couple of times and make sure it's a snug fit. You don't want it to be too loose. You want to have buttons that are the right size. Otherwise, you're going to want to make a smaller or bigger buttonhole, and in that case you would just bind off a few extra stitches and cast on in the same amount that you bound off. So there it is. That's how you do it.